This is the angle bisector video. An angle bisector is a line or ray that divides an angle into two congruent pieces. Congruent again means equal, so it's going to cut this angle into two equal pieces. The bisector of an angle consists of all points that are equidistant from the sides of the angle. The three angle bisectors of a triangle are concurrent and intersect at a point called the intersector. So for right now, what you really care about is that an angle bisector is a ray, like in the picture, this red piece here, cuts this blue angle into two equal pieces. Angle A and angle A are the same. Okay? This angle up here is equal to this angle here. For example, if FD bisects angle CFE and the measure of angle CFE equals 70, then find the measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 2. So in this picture it says that CFE, this whole thing here, is 70 degrees. Okay? It also says that FD, this ray here, bisects these angles. That means that angle 1 and angle 2 are the same. So if the entire thing is 70, that means angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 70. Since it bisects, it also means that angle 1 is congruent or equal to angle 2. So I can just take 70 and cut that in half and get 45 and get 35. And that's what the two angles are. Angle 1 and angle 2 are both 35. 35 plus 35 is 70. They're congruent. They add together to equal the whole thing. Okay, so a bisector just means that the two angles are equal. Example 2. If JK bisects angle RJT and RJT is a right angle, find the measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 2. So just like last week with complementary angles, if you see this little box drawn in here, then that means that this whole angle is 90 degrees. Right angles are 90 degrees. It also says that JK, this ray here, bisects the angle. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. So again, if they together equal 90, we just cut that in half, then each half is 45. So angle 1 is 45 and angle 2 is 45. 45 plus 45 equals 90. They're equal, so it works out. An angle bisector means it cuts it in half into two equal pieces. Alright, example 3. EF bisects angle DEG, so obviously, like stated, the diagram is not drawn to scale. If the measure of angle DEG equals 88, find the measure of FEG. Okay, so it says that EF, this ray, bisects the angle. So it does cut these into two equal pieces, even though it doesn't look like it in the picture. It says that angle DEG, this whole thing, is 88 degrees. It wants to know what the angle FEG is, which is this half down here. Again, an angle bisector cuts an angle in half. So if I take 88 and cut it in half, half of it must be 44. Alright. Then it says to find FED, or it says if FED is 27, what is GED? So let me erase this real quick. Okay, same picture. EF is still the angle bisector. This angle and this angle are still considered to be congruent. except that this time they tell us that FED, this top angle up here, FED, they say is 27. 27. Okay, and they want to know what GED is. Well, GED is the entire thing. So if they tell me that one of the pieces is 27, well, 27 plus this other piece has to be 27, and angle bisector means they're the same. So 27 plus 27 would mean that the entire angle is 54. You can do that by 27 plus 27, or you can do 27 times 2 because there's two angles there. Alright, example 4. Each figure shows a triangle with one of its angles bisected. The bisected angles are marked as 1 and 2. Find the measure of angle 1 if the measure of angle 2 is 25. So again, this is the same concept, it's just drawn in a picture. It's telling you that this blue line is bisecting that angle, and angle 2 is 25. Well, an angle bisector, whether it's in a triangle, a square, a trapezoid, whatever, an angle bisector cuts an angle in half. So if angle 2 is 25, angle 1 is 25. Period. Done. That's the answer. If they wanted the whole thing, then the whole angle would be 50. Okay, angle bisector just means it cuts it into two congruent pieces. Alright, example 5. Says BX is the bisector of angle ABC if ABX is 5x and XBC is 3x plus 10. Find the measure of angle ABC. So it says that ABX, this top angle up here, is 5x, so I'm going to label that in the picture. Then it says that XBC, which is the bottom angle, is 3x plus 10. Okay? It says to find the measure of angle ABC, which is the entire thing. Okay? So an angle bisector cuts an angle in half into two equal pieces, so that means that 5x is equal to 3x plus 10. And then solve the equation. Move your smallest variable. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides and get 2x equals 10. Divide by 2, x equals 5. If that's what they asked for, we would be done. Unfortunately, they didn't ask for that. They asked for angle ABC. So I'm going to plug 5 into 5x. Take x out and plug in 5, so that would be 25. And then, since this is an angle bisector, both of the angles are 25. If I was to plug it into 3x plus 10, I would get 15 plus 10, which is still 25. So I don't have to do that like before. I can just plug it into 1 and use that to find the whole thing. 25 plus 25, angle ABC is 50. Alright, example 6. BX is the bisector of angle ABC. If ABC is 4x minus 12 and ABX is 24, find the value of x. So in this case, they don't give you the two little angles. They say ABC, this whole thing, is 4x minus 12. And then they tell you that ABX, this angle here, is 24. But if that angle is 24, this angle is also 24. So the entire thing, 4x minus 12, is equal to 24 plus 24. The two little angles still add up to equal the whole thing. Angle addition is still true here. Little angle plus little angle still equals big angle. We just now know that both the little angles are equal. because of the angle bisector. And then we can solve. So we'll have 4x minus 12 equals, these are like terms, so that'll be 48. Add 12 to both sides. 4x will be 60. And then divide by 4. X will be 15. Okay, and that was it. That's all they asked us for, was to find x. So x is 15 and we're done. Again, an angle bisector cuts an angle into two equal pieces.